皆さん今声が聞こえますでしょうか。今聞こえますでしょうか。マイクをさしてみましたが聞こえますでしょうか。聞こえる。今まだ聞こえる。今まだ聞こえるという方は今まだ聞こえると言ってもらえませんか。雪が止まるからこうしよう。聞こえてる。あ、イエーイ。雪が半端なくなってきましたが、雪が半端なくなってきたからちょっと帽子をかぶせます。世界経済フォーラムに対しての抗議活動、これ毎年行われているようなんですけれども、今年もここで抗議をしている方々っていうのはスイスのですね政党のオーガナイザーで一般の人たちが集まっていると、こういう感じだそうです。で、政治的な思想としては左の方々です。で、もうすぐ始まるんですけど、この世界経済フォーラムで言っていること大体似てるんですが、生ぬるいともっと早くやると、そういう主張になっております。で、今日観客に来ている男性にですねインタビューをお願いしたので、ちょっと、聞いてみたいと思います。Okay, so this is Masako Ganaha from Davos, and I'm gonna do live stream in Japanese and in English. I think the event itself is going to be maybe in English or in German.
Part English, part German, I guess.
Part English, part German. So for those who can understand English, I don't have to translate, but for Japanese people, I will do some translation if I can understand. Okay, so ではですね、ちょっとこちらの地元で仕事をしている方にお話を聞きたいと思います。Hello. I'm just covering this face because of the snow, but people can see it. How are you?
Good,
Konnichiwa. So I'm gonna ask you a question, and when you answer me in English, I will briefly translate. That's how we do it. Thank you so much. So you say you are local?
Yeah, part local. I just live here. I'm actually in Germany.
ドイツから来ているものですが、ここで仕事をしているということです。So, are you here or why are you here?
Yeah, just heard of the party coming here and I went to watch and hear the speech of the leader.
いいですかと聞いたらですね、来るっていうイベントがあるってことを聞いたので、ちょっと見に来ましたという、お話であります。This Davos place is so beautiful. I just want to first ask you about this town.
Yes, it's a very lovely town, even now in the snow. Good for skiing, good ski resorts here, and the people are very kind.
Including you. ここまずどうでしょうかと。とてもいいですね。
Now the house coming.
スキーをする人がたくさん来たりしていいところですよということです。聞こえない。音声が小さい。ですね、音声が小さい。ちょっと今日はマイクの調子が悪いですね。どうしたら。聞こえるっていう人もいるし、聞こえないっていう人もいる。カメラに近づくと音量ってことは、じゃあ音大丈夫です。小さくもない。 OK、 じゃあ大丈夫ということにしましょう。でですね、今から始まるんですけれども、会場はこちらで、環境に関してのですね、入ってくると山ハイキングしてきてるらしいんですね。ということで今掛け声を出して到着する人たちを迎え入れているという状況になっております。聞こ こえるけどマイクにカメラも拾ってるだけ。はい、じゃあちょっと到着現場を行きましょう。Thank you so much for your help.
今ですね、食事について何とかって言ってて、イートだリッチって言ってるので、おそらく、環境のために食を見直せと、牛を育てるのが環境に悪いとかそういうプロパガンダがありますが、そういう話をしていて、それで食を見直して金持ちを食ってやれと、そういう言い方をしております。
Yeah, but listen, listen, no, that is not on our side. I mean, those are the ones who are responsible for the climate change.
今この方が多分
I mean, there
I
are
think he's the organizer.
of Saudi Arabia
He
here
did
not
the
here for climate to make
call.
the climate better. They're doing here. They are here for business. That's what they're doing, and they're just washing themselves green and saying, "Oh, we're doing something for the climate." I mean, I get so on the throat of that. That is terrible.
What do you think about things? So one of the things a lot of people talk about is diet. So, people talk a lot about eating. Where do you stand on the whole eating bugs? Is that sort of thing?
Yeah, but you know, it's not what you do. It's not what we do. It's what the big companies do. It is what the governments do, and that's why they're all here. They're all here, but they're not because they wanna change and make a better future. They're here to do business. That's why they're here.
So, final question. What would you like to see them do?
I don't think we'll have anything from them. Sorry.
If there's one thing you can have or actions.
Yeah, they should think about their children. What is the world they are leaving their children? They should ask them themselves. And not only the money they give them further on, but what kind of a world do they give to them? I mean, you see it everywhere around. Now we have the first snow, and this is January, mid-January. It should be all meters high snow. Yeah, you're welcome. Where are you from? Okay, yeah, they're all here. But
Rebel News in Canada?
okay.
Lovely dog as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Rebel News でした。Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I'm independent journalist from Japan.
Yeah.
And I wanted to interview you. Is that
Yeah.
okay? So, are you the organizer?
No, I'm not.
No, you're the participant.
I'm just against the WEF. That's why
Okay.
I'm here.
So, what's the most message that you want to tell to WEF?
To the WEF?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't give. I think they should go home. And when they want to have a discussion with themselves, then they do it, but not on the cost of our community.
ですね、WEF に何を言いたいかって聞いたんですけど、主催者ではないと言ってました。そして、お家に帰るという言い方をしておりましたが、もっと質問したかったんですけれども、時間がちょっとなくて、もう向こうに行きましたね。で、オーガナイザーの人に手を引かれてインタビューに答えるなと言ってる感じがします。Excuse me, sir. I wanted to ask you one more question. Okay.
There is a media team, you can ask them later.
Okay. So you're the organizer?
No,
Okay.
but I know it.
What's the name of the organizer today?
I don't answer questions. You can go to the media team after.
Okay. Well, where is the media team? Okay. 質問に答えるなというのを内部でですね言ってるみたいで、でも男性は答えてしまったので注意をされておりました。で、私はメディアの人間じゃないけどっていうふうにおっしゃってましたが、ちょっと待ってください。ちょっとマイクを。
Das Wirtschaftssystem, das immer so Profit über die Menschen und die Umwelt gestellt hat. Es ist das
まあ、メディアに答えるなというのが、あるみたいです。ドイツ語ですね。ちょっと何を言ってるか分かりません。Excuse me. Okay. ドイツ語喋れる方いましたら、ちょっと訳してくれませんか、チャットで。
Auf der ganzen Welt ist aber klar, so geht es nicht weiter. Wir müssen mit dieser zerstörerischen Logik brechen. Und genau deshalb nehmen wir auch diese ins Visier, die am meisten profitiert haben. Jene, deren Vermögen noch schneller gestiegen sind als die CO2-Emissionen. Wir fordern, dass die weltweite Reichweite Steuer für Reiche fürs Klima erhoben wird. Die Profiteurinnen müssen bezahlen dafür, was sie angerichtet haben.
Excuse me, is he the party member? Sorry, politician?
Das kann nicht sein. sein, dass der Grundrecht
ich muss sagen, ich habe keine Ahnung.
Okay.
weiter auf unsere Kosten
ちょっとドイツ語喋れんと。
noch reicher und noch reicher und noch reicher werden. Und mit diesem Geld finanzieren wir gleichzeitig den Umbau der Weltwirtschaft hin zu einer Wirtschaft für die Menschen, nicht für den Profit. Dafür kämpfen wir weltweit.
Die Macht der Banken und Konzerne! Recht! 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 Die Macht der Banken und Konzerne!
アンティファの旗もありますね。
Danke an die Hunderten von AktivistInnen, die nach Davos hochgewandert sind. Danke den AktivistInnen, die sich in Lützerath dem Kohlekonzern RWE entgegenstellen. Danke allen, die sich für unsere Zukunft in den Kampf stürzen. Schon in wenigen Jahren.
Lützi bleibt! 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 Lützi bleibt!
Schon in wenigen Jahren werden sich alle die Frage stellen müssen, wieso sie heute nicht Seite an Seite mit den Aktivistinnen gegen diesen fossilen Wahnsinn gekämpft haben. Liebe Anwesende, dass das WEF existiert, ist absurd. Und wir werden so lange wieder hier hochkommen, bis es nicht mehr existiert. Das WEF steht für die Zerstörung. Wir stehen für die Zukunft. Herzlichen Dank für eure Arbeit.
Das war Nicolas Dugrest, Präsident der JUSO Schweiz. Nochmal einen Riesenapplaus für Nico!
Herzlich willkommen alle zusammen. So cool, dass ihr alle hier seid und so viele von euch. Wir werden jetzt erstmal richtig Stimmung machen.
Hinter Krieg und Krise steht das Kapital. Bekämpfen wir es hier und überall. Hinter Krieg und Krise steht das Kapital. Bekämpfen wir es hier und
資本主義がどうのこうのって多分言ってると思います。
Das Kapital! Bekämpfen wir das hier und überall!
When do we want?
Now!
What do we want?
Climate justice!
When do we want it?
Now! Now! Now!
Oh, sorry.
We have an English part
Oh, that's great.
on the website.
Okay.
Climate Senior
What
for
does it-
Climate Protection.
What does it say?
We are women, old women, senior women for climate protection. And on March there is a big discussion now on the Strasbourg, the European Court for Human Rights. We have sued our government because they don't do enough against climate change.
I see. So, this organization is against WEF, correct?
Yes, also against WEF, because here are only the rich. They make networking, but nothing against climate change.
Could you please tell us that, because they are also saying they are for climate change.
Yes,
what
yes.
do you disagree?
Yes, they only say it, but they come by airplane and they make lot of business with fill from gas and oil, and they are protecting the old fields, not a new one, and wants to make her business. This is only their subjects. Yes.
I see. And I saw people hiking. Did you participate in hiking?
Yes, we did hike also. We came from Klosters to Davos hiking because we will show you can hike there and go by bicycle and by train and by boat. I go on next Saturday on Greek, on Athens. With our group, we go to tell them how they shall make it. They did invite us, and we go by train and boat.
Wow.
There.
So where are you from? Where did you come
We
from?
are Swiss, old senior women from Switzerland, about 2,000 members now.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So you live in Switzerland and
Yes.
you came by train and then on foot?
Yes, and on foot from Kublis we wanted.
How long did you
Hitching.
hike? It must be really cold.
Yesterday the whole day to Klosters, and then we slept there, and today from 8:30 to here now. And the very last piece we had to go by train.
Wow.
But only from Wolfgang we had to go by train. We wanted to walk again, but the police didn't let us.
Oh,
They are very strictly police.
I see. Did you go through checkpoint? Because I came here.
Yes, we
and
had
I
a
saw-
long time on a checkpoint.
Yeah,
when
what did they do?
We crossed the street and we were dancing on the street because we wanted to stop long time for the cars. They cannot go through. We wanted to block them.
Oh, you wanted to block the cars
Yes,
coming to
yes,
Davos?
yes.
Oh, did you do it? Did you success? Did you?
Yes, police didn't want. They said, "Oh, come, go on." But we did stop them so long and had a good lot of music.
Oh,
and
wow.
we did dance there on the street. They couldn't say if we dance on the street, it's not forbidden. Yes.
Wow. And let me ask you this last question. Who do you hate the most?
Hate.
Who do you hate? Do you don't disagree the most?
I don't hate. I hate the if you go by car or by airplane.
Yes.
But I don't hate any people because they have to change her mind. But it doesn't go if you hate them. That doesn't matter.
Okay, then let me change the question. Maybe my English selection of words was not good. So who do you disagree the most? Who participated?
We did our politicians. We agree because they don't do enough against climate change.
You mean the politician from Switzerland?
From Switzerland, they don't do enough. Yes.
Can you name?
Name?
Yeah, for
No, I
example,
don't
which
want.
politician?
There was just coming a new man now who has the department for the environment, and we hope he will fight with us, but we don't believe it yet
Okay.
because he comes from the other side,
And there is one slogan like "Eat the rich, eat the rich." Could you please tell us what does it mean?
What rich? What?
People here were saying "eat the rich."
Aha.
Yeah, what does it
I
mean?
don't know. There's some did write that. I don't know what they mean.
Okay, thank you so much.
It's okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
歩いてきたという女性にインタビューをしましたが、丸1日かけてクロスターというところ、電車と歩きでしかここに来ていないという話をしておりました。でアンティファのマークがあったので、ちょっとそこに行きたいんですが、まずい。Sorry.
Die Länder des globalen Nordens zurückzahlen müssen. Das heißt, Länder im globalen Norden sollen ein Zinsinteresse von 3-4%, während die Länder im globalen Süden so rund um die 14% Zinsen zurückzahlen müssen. Viele Länder zahlen also einfach zuerst mal die Zinsen für ihre ursprünglichen Schulden zurück, die in horrenden Höhen sind. Deswegen sind viele arme Länder dazu gezwungen, aufgrund dieser Schulden die umweltzerstörende Firmen in ihr Land zu lassen, um diese Staatsschulden überhaupt decken zu können, beziehungsweise in dieser Währung zurückbezahlen, die nämlich gilt, das ist der US-Dollar, der immer noch gilt. Das heißt, sie müssen zusätzlich auch noch die Umrechnung in die Rückzahlungswährung dementsprechend auch noch mittragen. dass es möglich ist, die Staatsschulden zu erlassen und dass nicht einfach irgendein Traum weit aus der Ferne ist oder der neueste Wurf aus dem Aktivistiermel, zeigt, dass vor rund 70 Jahren, und zwar Ende Februar, wir ein 70-jähriges schreckliches Jubiläum feiern, und zwar als der Staatsschuldenerlass zu 50% für Post-Nazi-Deutschland ermöglicht wurde, dass den modernen Wirtschaftswachstum von Deutschland, den wir heute haben, tatsächlich auch als Grundlage gedient hat. Es ist jetzt Zeit, dass die Schweiz sich aktiv dafür einsetzt, etwas zu tun, ihre Rolle im IMF wahrnimmt, ihre Rolle aber auch wahrnimmt in Bezug auf die eigenen Grundsätze, die sie sich gesetzt hat, in der IMF als Akteur zu agieren. Vielen Dank. Das ist der Input zur Schweiz. Wir hören jetzt von Esteban mehr. Was ist eigentlich der Kontext in Bezug auf den globalen Süden und was für Möglichkeiten entstehen, wenn dieser Staatsschuldenerlass da ist? Esteban, cuéntanos más.
Are you guys ready to fight the richest 1% that are meeting at Davos right now? Are you ready to fight colonialism with us? Are you ready to fight the structures of finance that are leading to the climate breakdown? Then we really have to talk. I come from the front lines of fighting fracking in the global south. I come from Argentina, from Vaca Muerta, one of the world's biggest shale gas basins. That is a major carbon bomb for the planet that is going to consume a lot of the global carbon budget. And this is being extracted more and more in my country and all over the global south by companies from Europe, companies, multinationals from the global north that are getting prime access to this because of this colonialism led by the rich 1% that are meeting here today. So what I need to tell you is that we found a way where we can actually come together and take power away from them. Are you ready to come together and take power away from the rich? But are you serious about it? Because coming together is not easy. Are you really ready? Well, then I have to tell you, we found a way. You know, debt is a primal form of colonialism today. The way they keep extracting all the raw materials from the global south to send them to Europe, to send them to the global north for the sick and wasteful consumption cycles that you have here in Europe. This is insane, but it's also not your fault. The same people that are exploiting the global south are the same people that are exploiting you, the working class people in the global north. So we need to fight together. So it's not a matter of being divided between north and south. It's a matter of international solidarity because we have a common enemy. The climate crisis is a result of the policies and investment of the people that are meeting here right now in Davos. And we have found that if we can fight debt is what's keeping the global south, forcing us to extract more and more oil and gas, benefiting the multinational companies from the global north to ship all of these resources here. So it's absolutely impossible that any country of the global south, which is drowning in debt, can fulfill any climate goals. So we need your help here, because if we can cancel the debt, which is trillions of dollars, the financial debt of the global south, and doing that we can make them, the 1%, pay their climate debt, we can actually afford to have a self-determined, just transition that can actually leave trillions of dollars of fossil fuels in the ground. This would be the biggest victory in the climate fight ever. It would have an unprecedented effect of leaving trillions of dollars of fossil fuels in the ground. So I ask you to join us. Next action will be February 27, is the debt cancellation anniversary of Germany, which they canceled the debt of the Nazis. After the war, they canceled the debt of the country that caused World War II, and that led to the economic miracle of Germany. It's going to be 70 years, the 27th of February, and we're going to do actions all over the world. So please join us, because that shows that debt cancellation is possible and that it leads to economic prosperity. So we need the same today for the global south to have a just transition. Thank you.
セキュリティが外にいるような感じでこうやって柵がされております。で、いろんな旗を持っている人がいるんですが、インタビューをお願いしたらアンティファの人には断られてしまいました。ち ちょっと外からですね、どんくらいかちょっと見てみましょう。規模を。こんな感じです。
Und wir kommen zur nächsten Rede.
Als nächstes wird Marlene Engelhorn sprechen. Sie hat schon letztes Jahr bei uns an der Demo gesprochen. Sie ist eine Millionärserbin und ich bitte Sie nach vorne. Riesenapplaus für Marlene!
Hallo, vielen Dank fürs Herwandern und für die Einladung, dass ich hier sprechen darf. Ich komme von Taxminau, gesteuert mit jetzt eine Initiative im Dachraum, also Deutschland, Österreich und der Schweiz. Millionaires Bill, mein Kollege aus UK ist auch hier. Wir wollen mit euch solidarisch protestieren, weil jetzt, es zeigt sich immer wieder, in Davos sind Menschen wie ich, mit Zugang zu unglaublichem Vermögen, unglaublicher Macht, unglaublichem Einfluss. Und der Status quo ist der Beweis dafür, dass sie damit nicht verantwortungsvoll umgehen können. Auf uns ist kein Verlass. Die Zeche, die Rechnung zahlt immer ihr. Und deswegen ist es so wichtig, was ihr hier macht, dass ihr hier demokratisch auftretet, Kundgebungen veranstaltet und öffentlich zeigt, es geht so nicht weiter und ihr lasst nicht mit euch spielen. Und ich habe mir zu Davos gedacht, eigentlich müsste ich ja sagen, willkommen beim WEF, World Economic Forum in Davos, da wo es undemokratisch entschieden wird. Da, wo es Reiche und Mächtige exklusiv schweizerisch wunderbar im Märchen des Schnees aushalten, während sie die Welt untereinander aufteilen, als wäre sie einfach nur ein Gegenstand, den man nur so ein bisschen herumschupfen muss. Da, wo es wichtig wäre, über Vermögensungleichheit zu sprechen und über das einzig demokratische Mittel, sich mit dem auseinanderzusetzen, und das ist Steuergerechtigkeit in Form von Vermögensbesteuerung, Erbschaftsbesteuerung, Schenkungsbesteuerung, progressive Kapitalertragsbesteuerung und, aber die staubtrockenen Details lassen wir jetzt aus. Ja, da wo es normal ist, dass der globale Norden das Klima und den Planeten vernichtet und ausbeutet, während der globale Süden die Zeche zahlen muss, das haben wir auch gerade sehr gut gehört. Die Reichen retten die Welt nicht, es ist nichts super an Superreichen, sondern bei uns ist alles nur übertrieben, wir haben Vermögen im Exzess und der Exzess führt immer nur zur Vernichtung von Mensch, von Planet und Umwelt. Auf uns Reiche ist kein Verlass. Vielen Dank für alles, was ihr tut an Kundgebungen, an demokratischer Partizipation. Vielen Dank, dass wir da sein dürfen und solidarisch uns zeigen dürfen. Und ja, lasst das Vermögen gemeinsam besteuern und die Macht, die in diesem Vermögen steckt, wieder redemokratisieren, wo sie hingehört. Vielen lieben Dank.
Danke, Marlene.
Als nächstes spricht jemand von der Juso Graubünden, und zwar Johanna.
Jedes Jahr treffen sich hier in Davos die Reichsten und Mächtigsten unserer Welt. Sie tun das unter dem Vorwand, die Welt zu einem besseren Ort machen zu wollen. Unter der aktuellen Lage scheint das ja gar nicht mal eine so schlechte Idee zu sein. Die Krisen häufen sich. Klimakrise, Hungersnot, Inflation, Krieg. Das sind Krisen, die sofortiges Handeln brauchen. Es sind Krisen, die uns keine Zeit lassen. Doch wie will das WEF da mitwirken? Mit Partnern wie Glencore, Nestle, Credit Suisse, Shell oder RWE. Mit Unternehmen, man muss bloß nach Deutschland schauen, die diese Krise mit verursachen, die bekannt sind für ihre Menschenverletzung, für ihre Ausbeutung, für ihre Korruption und für ihre Umweltverschmutzung. Das WEF bietet diesen Unternehmen eine Plattform, um ihr Geschäft so weiterzutreiben und weiterhin Deals abzuschließen und ihr Kapital zu vermehren. Das WEF hilft den Menschen nicht. Den ArbeiterInnen nicht. Genauso ist es auch mit Unternehmen.
登山で来たような荷物が見えます。
Im Gegenteil, für die meiste Bevölkerung von Davos ist WEF extrem schlecht. Sie müssen für den gleichen Lohn mehr arbeiten. Oft muss man ganze Städte zu Fuß bewegen und viel mehr Zeit einsetzen. Und dabei an jeder Ecke Polizei umgeht. In Davos sind 57% der Wohnungen Zweitwohnungen. Viele EigentümerInnen können in der Natur Wohnungen leisten, weil sie diese für eine Woche
World Economic Failure. This is very funny. WEF instead of World Economic Forum, you say World Economic Failure. Wow. Whose idea is this? Yours? No? Excuse me, can I interview you? No? Okay.
You can ask someone from the media team. You can ask someone who's in the media team, like who has a vest, like a yellow or an orange vest.
Ah, okay.
Or someone who's up there and has made a speech. Maybe they can tell you something.
Ah, okay. Yeah? So the people where best are the organizers that I can ask.
Yeah, maybe they know who would be able to do that. Or also the speakers, they have really interesting backgrounds, so maybe you could also ask them and they can give you more information about what their speech was about, for example.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just as an idea.
I just wanted to ask this little cute dog. Did he hike?
Yeah, he hiked all the way.
Really?
Mostly like twice because he ran up and down. Maybe 3 times.
Yeah. Okay. And it's a little really cute vest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Und das WEF tut nichts anderes als dieses System zu bespielen. Die Eliten, die sich hier treffen, werden unsere Probleme nicht lösen. Und das müssen wir zu uns selber tun. Deswegen bedanke ich mich bei allen, die heute nach Davos gekommen sind. Wir schauen nicht länger zu. Danke.
Danke, Johanna, nochmal ein großer Applaus.
Jetzt kommen wir schon zu den letzten offiziellen
Programm. No, I would like the interviews.
Ich würde gerne Julia vom Strike West nach vorne bitten.
They're with the trousers, with the violet trousers.
Which town?
With the
Hallo liebe Menschen! Gestern und heute sind wir über Eis und durch Kälte zusammen gegen das WEF gewandert. Wir sind gewandert gegen dieses Treffen, wo die mächtigsten und reichsten Menschen zusammenkommen. Wir sind gewandert, weil jene Menschen an diesem Treffen ein Wirtschaftssystem einschlagen, das längst nicht mehr funktioniert. Zusammen sind wir gegen ein System gelaufen, welches schamlos Menschen und Frauen
My mouth cannot move as fast as I want to. So where are you from?
I'm
vice president of the Young Socialists Switzerland.
I'm
I'm vice president of the Young
Wir sind gegen einen
Yes.
angelaufen,
I'm Vice President of the Young Socialist Switzerland.
Vice President of this organization.
Not of this one, but yes, of
Hitzewellen,
the one who's
Überflutungen
organizing
und
this
Dürren ihre Lebensgrundlagen verlieren.
Okay.
Ein System,
So,
welches
what is the main purpose of this protest?
The purpose is we're currently in such a bad situation with climate crisis, and next week the rich and powerful are meeting here in Davos, and they destroy our planet, our future. For us it's clear we need a new economic system, and capitalism has always failed, and we want an international tax for the rich people.
Wir wanderten gegen dieses System,
Okay,
das
so,
nicht für Menschen
so
gebaut
this
ist, sondern für Geld.
protest is
Wir haben
to
dieses
raise
System
voice
mit unseren
against
Füßen
West.
getreten. Dieses
And,
System,
you
in
said
welchem
you just
Hundertschaften von
mentioned that they
Polizistinnen
are
und Militär
destroying the world.
diejenigen
How are
beschützt, die
they
eigentlich
destroying the
längst hinter
world?
Gittern sitzen müssen.
At the WEF
Doch wir
are
wandern nicht
meeting
nur gegen etwas,
the big
sondern auch für
companies, the big
etwas.
oil companies,
Wir wanderten für eine
the
Welt,
banks
in der
who
diejenigen
are,
Verantwortung übernehmen,
who are
die
making
auch
money
die
just
sie auch tragen.
Sorry, my English is
Für eine Welt, in der Reparationen gezahlt werden, für die unzähligen Schäden, die nicht mehr repariert werden können. In der Solidarität gezeigt wird für Menschen, die wegen der Klimakrise flüchten müssen. Für eine Welt, in der Veranstaltungen wie das WEF für viel Diskussion und Deliplena in der Gesellschaft ersetzt werden.
And it can't be that it's going on like that. Yes.
Wir wanderten für eine Welt, in welcher nicht weniger Reiche von der Armut anderer profitieren, sondern alle genug
destroying
haben.
the world,
Wir
like
wanderten
with
für eine
oil,
Welt,
correct?
in der wir zueinander
So how
und zur Welt
do you,
Sorge tragen. Hand in Hand
what do
wanderten
you
wir
you
einer
or this
anderen Welt
organization
entgegen.
want them to do?
Und diese Wanderung ist lange nicht beendet.
I think
We are unstoppable.
we
Another
don't
world
need
is possible.
super rich people, they shouldn't exist. We are for equality, and all humans should get the same rights, and it can't be that less people has so much money because we all worked for it, and yes.
So, do you support basic income?
I support basic income. Yes.
Yes, because I hear a lot of WEF participants.
No, not the basic income, but my English. What is the word? I forgot the word. Okay, on English.
It's okay.
One moment.
Ich glaube, es will niemand.
No, I support the minimum wage. That it is. Not a basic income. Yes.
Because me, this is my first time coming here, and from my understanding, based on my understanding, I saw many common, what should I say? Many common voice or policy that your organization is proposing, or not yours, but organizer and with people. But so, for example, we are against climate issue.
Yes,
climate change.
We want to solve the climate
Yes,
crisis. Yes.
and WEF is also saying we need to do something about climate. What's the difference?
Hey miteinander, ich will gerne noch etwas sagen.
Because it's
Nicht Studentinnen, Studentinnen,
strange that the people who are
sondern auch
responsible for this
arbeitende
crisis
Personen sind sicher unter uns
are now
Aktivistinnen
acting
und ich bin
like
einer
they
davon.
want to
Ich
solve
schaffe
it,
in einem
but
Beruf,
if they really would want to
ich
solve
schaffe in einem Beruf,
it, then they had already done that. But it's not the case.
Aber ich habe Folgen von der Klimakrise begriffen. Und das können alle, in allen Berufen, egal ob Schreiner, ob Montieren, ob Malen,
Because I cannot hear your voice.
So what they're making is just greenwashing, because we need an economy where there aren't big companies that can exploit the rest of the world, and when they are saying that they want to solve something, it's just not honest.
And people are saying, eat the rich. What does it mean? Eat the rich. What does it mean?
I think it's more like a joke, but behind that, I think it's something to provoke, but at the end, people want to say that rich people shouldn't exist, and that all people should have the same rights, and not that crazy privileged. So I have to go, sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Merci vielmals, euch alle! Hoch die internationale Solidarität! Hoch die internationale Solidarität! Hoch die internationale Solidarität! Hoch die internationale Solidarität! Internationale Solidarität!
Anticapitalista! 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 Anticapitalista!
He speaks with German?
No.
Do you know what he said? The one who spoke before?
No.
He said he's not a student. He's a worker. So he has not studied, but he's also supporting our movement. And it's not only because some politicians try to divide people between those who studied and those who not. And he said we didn't study. I didn't study, but we also support this movement. We are also in favor of climate justice.
Danke, dass ihr alle heute da wart. Es war mega cool.
Can I ask a question? Is that okay?
Who are you working for?
I'm independent journalist. I'm from Japan.
Okay.
Yes, and you are from where did you come from today?
I came from today I came from Klosters. We walked here. We walked 2 days. We started the walk yesterday morning.
Wow, from where?
From Kublis, which is it's between here and Landquart. So we walked about 6 hours with the breaks yesterday, and today we walked about. We had to take the train for the last part because they wouldn't allow us to walk.
Oh, really?
Yes. We had to take the train one station before here.
Oh, I see. So, sorry. This weather and this cold in mountain, my first experience. So I am freezing. So I want to ask you. My question is, I'm from Japan, and I took an airplane and I drove here. What do you think about those people like me?
Well, I mean, I've never traveled to Japan because I want to avoid flying, but you do it for work. It's something else. You want to tell people what's happening here. I think, you're doing it so a lot of other people don't have to come on their own. But of course, for instance, you could take the train from the airport at least, or you could fly to some place in Eastern Europe and then take the train from there to have a shorter flight, for instance. I had to fly for work for the UN, for instance. And
you work for UN?
Well, I'm a freelancer, and I've worked for the UN. Yes.
Oh, you're media too?
No. I'm not a journalist. But for instance, I had to go to South America, so I took the train to Madrid, and then I took only one flight to South America. They would rather have me take 3 flights to go there and 3 flights to get back. And they have a very hard time to understand when somebody wants to avoid emissions. So yeah, I mean, it's harder to avoid in some cases, but there's always something you can do. And, I mean, there are a lot of people coming from Europe and they still took the plane, unfortunately. So, yeah.
And I heard that this Davos elite, they fly in from the airport nearby and they take helicopter from the airport to Davos. So according to Greenpeace, it quadrupled the emission of CO2 during this event. What do you think about this? And they are the ones promoting the fight against climate change. What's your message to WEF people?
I mean, they don't need to hear my message, because there are enough people telling them what's going on in terms of climate change. And if you fly here by helicopter, you just haven't understand. I mean, you shouldn't be in charge if you act like this, and it shouldn't be the WEF to decide anything, and it shouldn't be them to decide. We shouldn't be telling them any messages. People should have the possibility to take decisions, and it's not some elite that comes in by helicopters who should decide, because they're not affected by the decisions they take.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. When I saw the organizers' website, and then I heard
of the WEF.
No, this protest, yes. And then WEF, WEF is trying their way to cut emission. For example, it's not about I agree or disagree. I'm just saying what they are saying. Okay, they are saying in the future they will introduce some kind of carbon pricing per person. And then if one person approach to the limit, then they're gonna close, for example, the credit card. What do you think about their policy about this?
Do you mean within the WEF, within those days? Or?
Yes, those companies. For example, MasterCard, they are implementing this kind of policy. We each have credit card,
yes.
And then if you purchase a lot of stuff, and each purchase comes with this carbon pricing,
yes.
or CO2 emission. So the more we buy, we get this price.
The higher the footprint. Yes.
Yeah, footprint. Yes. What do you think about this system?
Well, it should be in general. It shouldn't be only during WEF. I mean, if they do it only during WEF, then it's just it's some greenwashing, because it's when all the media are there. But it should be something that happens all year long, and for many other things, because the 10% richest people, they're responsible for the 50% of the global emissions. So
yes, but okay. What if they just implement this? Really, not just they're saying during this event, but if they really implement this, do you support this system?
Well, I think there should be if somebody can't heat their home, that would be a problem. There should be a base allowance that's there, and if you it should be as close as possible to the same as close as possible for each person, and not you shouldn't be allowed to have a higher allowance if you have more money, for instance, because then you can just buy it and it won't change anything, because some people will have the money. And I mean, there are countries where people have a hard time heating their homes because governments have failed implementing policies to insulate homes, for instance, or to change energy sources and stuff like that. So those people shouldn't be punished for that. But there are a lot of energy uses that is waste, like coming here by helicopter, for instance. Or depending on how the structure of an energy firm is. For instance, I hear that in some Eastern European countries, the energy firms have an interest to sell as much energy as possible, and people cannot regulate their heating independently, so they're just forced to accept all the heat, and then they are forced to pay the bills. And these are things that should be changed, because that's really a waste. It is possible to have a good life for everybody on the planet without waste, but also with much less or no inequality.
Oh, I see. And let me ask you a different perspective. For example, people who oppose WEF also from the conservative side of view, they say that this WEF implementing carbon pricing is to limit people's freedom. What do you think about this? You mean to put limitation on one's will or one's economic activity? What do you think?
Well, I mean, probably you should ask people who are criticizing the WEF from a conservative side, but my answer to that would be that there are many different ways of freedom, and there are also already a lot of limitations to freedom. And I mean, you're not allowed to kill people, and there are good reasons for that. And there's a lot of other things you're not allowed to do. And for instance, most of the people have to go to work to earn their money, and maybe they don't like their job, and that's also a limitation of their freedom. So if we want to live together as a society, there must be some limitations, but we should decide democratically what they are, and not under the pressure of lobbies. And one of the points we criticize about WEF, that it's people who have no democratic legitimation that are taking decisions.
Wait, say that again. You said a democratic
legitimation.
Legitimation. Oh, okay.
They're not legitimized, but they're not elected representatives, because we have, in many countries, we have a democratic government, but the economy is not democratic, because if you have a lot of money, you have more influence, and it's not one person, one vote.
I see. So I hear.
I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, you did. And it's interesting, like people who oppose WEF from your side of the view, and then the other side, like left and right. Don't you think you can, like, we all have common ground against WEF that cooperate? You can cooperate with them?
Well, that I haven't thought about that. I haven't heard a lot of conservative criticism of WEF. Yeah, maybe there are some conservatives which I personally would be ready to work with, but they're also very like racist and really anti-humanistic.
Oh, anti-humanistic, like how?
Like that don't put humans in the center, but they're conservative, for instance, because they're nationalist or something like that. And that's, yeah, I would have a hard time working with those kind of people. I mean,
so you don't like nationalism?
No, I don't like nationalism.
Oh, okay. So you don't. You're from Swiss, so you don't like your country? Like you're not proud to be Swiss?
Well, there are things I'm proud of, and other things I'm ashamed of.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's really sad to hear, but can you tell us a little bit?
Well, I'm proud of the.
So can I just ask one short question?
Yes.
Did you film the beginning of the first speech? Or not? Did you miss
No,
it?
I think I was over there. I could not film.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you only filmed the rest?
Because I had a microphone issue.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Alright.
spoke?
No. I wanted to begin. I filmed only the second part, and I wanted the first part as well.
Yeah. I don't know when I started, but I had a microphone
okay.
issue. So.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so you.
What I like Switzerland, I think we have a good public transportation system.
Okay.
And we have maybe not that much corruption. We still have too much, but it's better probably than in some other places. But on the other hand, I'm ashamed of how refugees are treated today, how refugees were treated during the Second World War. Now they're starting to put up memorial boards to people that protected refugees in the Second World War, like Paul Greenhinger. He was a police officer. But still today, there's a lot of injustice towards refugees, and I think we should do the right thing now instead of putting up memorial boards in 50 years. So, and also the way that banks are being privileged in Switzerland. And there was a proposal to make Swiss firms responsible for the damage they cause abroad, but there was a huge campaign against it, so it didn't pass the vote, even though there was a popular majority for it. And Switzerland, also the majority in the parliament, doesn't want to investigate all the Russian money that is here, for instance. There have been some assets that were frozen, but it's only maybe 7 or 8 billion francs out of 150 or 200 billion francs, and the parliament refused to investigate where all that money is and whether it should be frozen too. So, I mean.
Okay, so let me ask you, what do you like about your country the most?
Well, what I said, public transport works very well, and I think that's important. Because it also contributes to reducing emissions. I don't have a car, and I can go everywhere I want without a car. I can cycle or I can take public transportation, and it works well. So that's a good thing.
So you said you don't like nationalism. So then, do you support one world government?
Well, I think the UN should also be more democratic. We should have a UN parliament, because until now it's only governments that are in the UN. Well, one world government, it's a difficult question, because if that government becomes dictatorship, then it's really hard, because you have nowhere else to go. Like for instance, I have Russian friends and they can flee abroad if the situation becomes too uncomfortable for them. But if there's only one world government, then you have nowhere else to go. So I'm not really sure, but there should be more coordination on the global level. And for instance, like the elections in the US, they have an influence in many other countries, and to a lesser extent, the elections in Switzerland have an effect in other countries as well. So there should be some global democracy, but
okay, let me ask you a question. So you do not like, you are afraid that one world government, if there are no one nation, and then what should I say? If you were to oppose one world government, what's your ideal form of government? Because when you say there should be a coordination of internationally, global coalition, who is going to take role? Like those persons have to be, represent, because we cannot have conference for the people on the planet,
Yeah, obviously. I mean, it's a difficult question. There needs to be more global coordination, but there also needs to be more decision on a local level. But there should. I mean, I don't have a definite answer to that. I should. Maybe if you come back next year, I will think about it and give you a more definite answer. But I mean, politics should take into account the interest of people who have no vote, for instance, foreigners or people who are in other countries, or people who haven't been born yet, or also animals. And in the climate crisis, this is not being taken into account, and that's one of the flaws of the current system. As Churchill said, democracy is the worst system apart from all the other systems. And it's true, there are flaws, but we haven't found anything better yet. So we should extend democracy also to the economy.
Okay. Thank you so much, and I hope that I can come back next year, and then we'll prepare for this weather. And thank you so much.
Yeah,
are you gonna go back on foot?
No, now we're going. I think we're going to take the train.
Oh,
that's the plan, I think. And,
okay. I hope you don't freeze in this.
I'm fine, because I have other trousers below below those trousers. I have another layer. And if I was, and warm socks. And sorry.
Oh, I see.
Well, you have just to imagine it. There's another layer.
Okay.
And I have a third one. If it were even colder, I would put on another layer of trousers. So yeah, that helps a lot. And walking also.
Oh, I see. Okay. So those people walk together, hike together.
I don't know all of them, but yeah, most of them were in the walk. Yes.
Okay.
What channel are you going to, or is this going to be broadcast?
Okay. So I have YouTube channel.
Yes.
Masako Ganaha.
Masako Ganaha.
Yes.
Okay. ありがとうございます。
ありがとう。I really hope you're gonna be safe in this weather. I'm gonna go inside. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. ですね。ちょっと待ってください。
Can you repeat your name?
Masako Ganaha.
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 Ganaha. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Masako Ganaha.
Yes. 皆さんちょっと中にとりあえず入ります。寒すぎてちょっとやばいです。手がこの人々はまたお家にですね歩いて帰るみたいです。ちょっと喋れません。そしてここに警察がいて。Hello, are they going to walk back?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. はい、ちょっと中に入りたいと思います。ちょっと待って。傘を買うべきだな。こっちに立とうかな。やばい。ちょっと待って。ちょっと中入ろう。こっちの中は暖かい。ちょっと待って。待ってくださいね。ですね、今ご覧いただいたのは、抗議活動だったんですけれども、会話に本当に夢中になりすぎて、ちょっとまたよう喋ってくれたんでね。ですね、ちょっとドイツ語だったのでイベント自体は全部意味は分からなかったんですけれども、じっくりお話を聞いてみました。そっか、英語だったからみんな分からない人もいたんだな。そっか。ですね、じゃあちょっと今から英語でどういうインタビューをして話を聞いたのかをちょっと、話しましょう。ちょっと待って。スイスから参加されたということで、丸2日間歩いてきたそうです。でも途中ですね、電車を取らざるを得なく乗らないといけなくなったんですけれども、基本はその CO2 のエミッションをしないためにやってきたと。で、言っていることっていうのがその WEF と似てませんかという話をしたんですけど、いや違うっていう話をしておりました。そしてですね、何を話したかな。他にはそうだ、右の人も左の人も WEF について反対しているけれども協力できないんですかとかですね、いう話をしたんですよ。そしたらなんかできないっていう話をしていて、でまた僕はその国家が嫌いだと、ナショナリズムが嫌いだっていう話になってですね、そうなんですかと、スイスの何が好きなんですか、何が嫌いなんですかっていう話をして、でスイスで一番好きなことは何ですかって聞いたときに答えがですね、交通機関がよう整っていると。 いう話だったんですよ。交通機関、国家に自分の国について誇れるものは交通機関っていう話をされてちょっとショックだったんですけど、そうなんかこのスイスの偉大な文化がとか歴史家とかそういう話じゃなくて、もう交通機関でインフラ整ってるというのがスイスの国としての好きなことっていう話をしておりまして、びっくりですね。ちょっと待ってくださいね。今経済不幸、雪降っても大丈夫って言ってたけど、雪が溶けたら電子機器がちょっとやばくなるな。で、で、飛行機に乗って WEF の人たちはこっちに来るからダメって言ってたんですよ。で、じゃあ私日本から飛行機乗ってきて車乗ってここ来たんですけど、そういう人間についてどう思いますかって聞いてみたら優しかった怒るかなと思ったんですけど、怒らなかった。怒らないで、いや君は仕事できているから、で何が起きているかを世界に知らせてるためにやっているから、だったら大丈夫っていう風に言ってくれて、それはなんか怒るかなとか思ったけど、そういうわけではなかったですね。そしてですね、しまいに最後の話っていうのはどういう方向に行ったかっていうと、国家っていうものが嫌いだと。ってことは、じゃあ世界統一政府を支持するんですかっていう話をしましたら、そうでもないと。世界統一政府になったら独裁に行ってしまうんだという話をしていて、でじゃあどういうフォームの政府がいいんですかって話になるわけですよね。で聞いたらですね、その答えはまだ出せていないっていうお話を、正直にされておりました。でそして世界のいろんな人たちのその民主主義をもっと良くしてみんなの声を取り入れるべきだっていう人だったんですよ。じゃあみんなの声を取り入れるって言っても人類みんなが一つの会合で話し合いできるわけはないんだし、誰かしらリーダーっていうのは必要になるわけだから、誰がじゃあそれをやるのっていう話をしたんですよ。でそしたらちょっと難しいねみたいな。で来年もしあなたがここに来れるんだったらそれまでに僕は調べて勉強しとくよみたいな感じで言われました。そういうわけで最後はですね、一応もうこれで歩いて帰るんだったらこんな雪だし安全に帰ってくださいねっていう話をしてさよならをしました。はい、そんな感じですね。でそう話しているうちに私の手もどんどん動くようになってきました。はい、ということで、まずダボスに最初に来ての配信というのがですね、この世界経済フォーラムに対する左の人たちの抗議活動になります。でこういう抗議活動というのは事前に申請を出さなければいけないということで、2つの団体が申請を出していて、それが最初1つなんですね。でもう1つは別の団体がですね、今度は集会ではなくてマーチをする、プロテストのマーチをするっていう風にニュースでは載っておりましたので、どういうイベントになるのかをちょっと見てみたいなと思っております。でですね、中にはアンティファのマーク、旗を持っている方もいまして、でいろいろ見たりとかしてたら気づいたというかはですね、やっぱりこういう人たちってインタビューとか組織がしっかりしてるから、誰も彼も簡単にインタビューとか答えないんですよ。答えちゃいけないって言われてると思います。最初の男性、得意げにお話をされていた男性いましたけども、でレベルニュースのインタビュー聞いてました。カナダから来たレベルニュースの、ジャーナリストの方ですね。で次に私もと思って聞き始めたんですよ。そしたら後ろから同じグループの人に手引っ張られてですね、お前何答えてんだよみたいな注意されてですね、で僕行かないといけないって言って行きました。でだから現地を取られるとか、なんかまずいことばれる、なんていうかな、叩かれる、非難される、そういったことっていうのを相当警戒しているんですよ。それが分かりました。でインタビューさせてくれませんかって聞いていったんですけれども、で主催者誰ですか、主催者誰か分かったら聞けるわけですよね。そしたら主催者は分からないと。主催っていうのを責任の所在ですよ、要するにを明らかにしないんですよ。だから主催が誰か分からない、オーガナイザーが誰か分からないということではぐらかされて、しまいましたね。でもベストを着ている人たち に聞いたらいいよって言われたから、じゃあベストを着てる人たちが主催者なんですねって聞いたら、主催ではないかもしれないけど誰に話したらいいか分かるはずだから聞いてみなさいみたいな、そんな感じなんですよ。そうで。You from Rebel News, right? I follow Rebel News.
Oh, great.
And I met Avi.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm from Japan, independent journalist. And can I ask you a question? Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
I was so amazed. You wear short pants.
It's not too cold.
Oh my goodness. I'm from Japan, and most of the viewers are Japanese, so I have to like translate when you ask me questions. Is that okay? Let me get your whole picture because you wear a nice outfit. 半袖、長袖に短パンですけれども。Could you please introduce Rebel News?
So, my name's Callum Smiles. I work for Rebel News UK. I am 50% of Rebel News UK, and just over there's my producer.
ですね、私はレベルニュース、半々でやっておりますが、レベルニュースから来た記者ですと、いうことです。Aren't you cold?
My fingers are, but that's about it.
寒くないですかと言ったら、指は寒いけど、あと大丈夫だよと。So, what did you think about the event over there?
Do you know, it was interesting because usually when we talk to people in Antifa and socialist groups, they don't want to talk to us. Credit where it's due, they were actually quite polite and spoke to us, but we just find it a bit interesting because they almost a contradiction. Like, they want climate action, yet all the World Economic Forum talks about is climate action. So we're just a bit confused.
このイベントどうでしたかと聞いたらですね、世界経済フォーラムも同じことを言ってるのに、このイベントの人は反対していて、それがとても混乱ですということです。I watched your interview and then with a gentleman. So I took a chance after you and then approached him and started to ask questions. But then one lady came up to him and she pulled him as if like she was telling him like, don't answer the questions, you know. Did you get the feeling?
Yeah, I mean, we got that less this time, but whenever we've spoken to left-wing groups in the UK, straight away they say, don't talk to people, which we don't get because if you want to try and change people's minds, you have to talk to people you disagree with to try and change their minds. So, good luck to them, but I don't think they're going to get anyone to believe them.
That's a great point. Let me ですね、なんかインタビューに答えるなっていう空気感がありましたがどうでしたかっていう話をしたら、そうなんですよねと。でも UK の方がもっとそれがひどい。今回はまだ喋ってくれた方だよと。で、自分たちは訴えをしていてみんなに聞いてほしいはずなのにインタビューに答えるのはおかしいだろうと言ってて、全くその通りだと思います。Thank you so much. And I'm gonna encourage people to follow Rebel News and your work.
Rebel News UK as well.
Rebel News. So Rebel News and Rebel News UK is different.
No, but it's just a sub-channel, so we just tend to cover all the British things.
I see. レベルニュース UK の方で配信をしておりますので、ぜひチェックしてくださいということです。Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and have a good week in Davos.
Thank you very much, and I'm here first time because I saw the media coverage by Rebel News last year. So you guys are influencing the world. I'm here because of Rebel News.
Fantastic. That's all we want to do. We just want to tell people the other side of the story, and most importantly, to get people thinking for themselves and actually, instead of just listen to what the news tells you, hear what the news tells you, and then go look yourself. So yeah, thank you very much, and all the best.
Oh, thank you very much, and I have to learn how to survive. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. とても快くインタビューに答えてくださいまして、レベルニュース UK のキャスターの方、レポーターの方です。ぜひフォローしてください。でですね、本当にこのフェアな考えでいろんな発信もされている方々だなっていうのを私自身も今お話をして感じました。でニュースだけを見るんじゃなくて、それを見たら自分で実際にそこに行って現場がどうであるかっていうのを確認する、それが大事だよっていうお話をされておりました。はい、ではですね、そろそろ長い時間の、になっているので、これでまずは最初のですね配信を、 終えたいと思いますが、実はここですね。今は聞こえたかな？聞こえない。まだ聞こえない。もしかして音が聞こえなくなる。聞こえる？聞こえた。よかった。すみません、間違えてボタンを押したの。電池切れだ。多分電池がもうあれなんですよね。でもこれ電池持つって言って有名なマイクですけど、ちょっと水のせいかもしれないですが、そういうわけでですね、こういうふうにちょっと配信をしていきたいと、思います。はい。では、まずは仮想をゲットしていきたいと思います。それでは配信ご覧いただきましてありがとうございました。Thank you very much for watching this live stream. I didn't mainly speak sport in Japanese, but a lot of the interviews are English. So I hope you will spread this live stream. And I'm gonna keep doing this on my YouTube channel under my name, Masako Ganaha. And I met so many great reporters from Rebel News, and I saw other independent journalists too. So I hope that you follow them too. Thank you very much. Bye.